Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the channel. I'm Derek, and we're gonna play some Magic. Today, we're playing friggin' Dragons. Shout out to James at my local shop who played Dragons today at our RCQ and gave me the idea for this. Um, these are the kind of decks that I live for. You know, obviously not tier 1, but there are some dragons that do some really awesome things, and they're super fun to play. Twin Maw Stormbrood you've seen because of Charring Bite. This is an often played card. Deals 5 damage to target creature without flying, but also on the other side you can just cast the creature. It has flying, it's a 5/4 and it gains 5 life. Nova Hellkite, you know what that card does. It's got warp, it's a 4/5, flying haste, deal 1 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Now, a couple you may not have played with before. Magmatic Hellkite. This is probably my favorite card in the deck. So, 4 mana for a 4/5 flyer. When this creature enters, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls, and its controller searches their library for a basic land, puts it onto the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it, and then shuffles. Not only does the land come into play with a stun counter on it, but often people are just not playing very many basics in standard right now. There's too many non-basic lands, and you'll see in the games that I was able to Stone Rain a player twice in a row. It's really, really awesome. Twin Flame Tyrant. It's a 5 mana 3/5 flyer. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent that opponent controls, it deals double that damage instead. So this is a nice way to finish the game if you can get pretty close, and it can get pretty out of hand, deal a lot of damage. Clarion Conqueror, 4 copies in the main deck. Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planewalkers cannot be activated. So this is mostly just in the main deck for your Badger Mole Cub decks. It completely turns off the Earthbended lands, and it can be quite backbreaking. Also, just a 3/3 flyer, which is never bad. Couple of copies of Slagstorm and Pyroclasm in the main deck as well to get those little pesky creatures off the board. Sarkhan is the most important 2-drop in the deck. When Sarkhan enters, you may behold a dragon. If you do, create a treasure token, and whenever a dragon you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Sarkhan. Until end of turn, he becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and gains flying. So you play this on 2, you behold a dragon, you make a treasure token. You can play the Magmatic Hellkite on turn 3 and put them way behind. At worst, they have one of their lands coming back into play with a stun counter on it, so you de-ramp them. We also have a couple of Charming Scoundrel here. This is an older card from Wilds of Eldraine. It's a 1/1 haster. When it enters, you can either discard a card and draw, you can create a treasure token, or you can create a Wicked Roll token attached to a creature you control. This one is mostly here to create the treasure token. Most of the time, if I'm casting this early, you just want to ramp. You just want to be able to cast your big boys as quickly as possible. 3 copies of Get Lost for interaction. Momo Friendly Flyer is perfect for this deck. Awesome 1-drop. The first non-lemur creature spell with flying you cast during each of your turns costs 1 less to cast. And then also, when another creature you control with flying enters, he gets +1/+1 till the end of turn. So, pretty similar to Sarkhan. Sarkhan makes a treasure. Momo just makes your flyers cheaper. Both of them quite good. And then 2 main deck copies of High Noon. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell during each turn. And then also for 5 mana you can sacrifice it, deal 5 damage to any target. I did get really close. So close to being able to sack this and deal 5 damage to my opponent's face. Didn't quite get there, but it was close enough that I could taste it. Some pretty good games. I think you'll enjoy them, and I think if you play this deck that you'll enjoy it as well. So let's hop in and see what happens. Okay, on the play. Let's see if we can get some wins with dragons. Turn 1 Momo, turn 2 Sarkhan, and make a treasure. We've got the Conqueror. Yeah, it's a good hand. Main deck Clarion Conqueror. seems really good for this meta that we currently have. Why does my dog keep turning around talking trash to me? You hush, you're my companion. Shadowy Backstreet. Alright. I do think I just want to go ahead and play Sarkhan. We'll reveal the Nova Hellkite. Let's play the Conqueror pre-combat. Momo gets +1/+1. Sarkhan does as well. Nowhere to run. We on some pixie stuff? Congratulations. You get my Slag Storm. Thanks. Down to 8. Down to 8. Okay, cool. Pretty quick win for the first game. I have no clue what the hell you're doing. We're Mardu? Okay, Mardu what? Mardu, nowhere to run duress. Got it. I have no idea. I'm just gonna run it back here. Yep. Momo on 1 feels really nice. Then we can Conqueror on 2. No, we can't. I'll just wait till they're in step and take care of the seam rip. So if you're gonna give me something, you're gonna give me a map or a food. Okay. Don't really want to kill my own Momo. Demonic Pact. Okay. So we're playing against some janky stuff here. This is pretty sick right here. Yeah. So, what other ways are there to give me the stuff? Yeah, they just have second Iro here. sure. So we still got a couple here. Yep. This card too. Gonna need a way to deal with the Iroh here. Yep, that's not gonna do it. Sheltered. Actually, Requisition Raid here is pretty good. I'm gonna cut the board wipes. High Noon. Don't need that. Just bring in a braid for Uncle Iroh. Yep. That's good. No Momo, but we've got good interaction. We've got the Sarkhan. It seems like all of my best draws involve the Sarkhan. I'm gonna reveal the Nova. Would love to draw a land here and we can just jam the Magmatic Hellkite. Oh, that's good. Take out the red. Oh yeah. Doing the thing. Just gonna try to go for damage here. Looks like they have an interactive spell. But we got plenty of stuff here. So they can't kill... Okay. I'm gonna just play the Hellkite here. They're likely to just draw a couple cards. Oh, make me discard? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't want to only cast Get Lost. I mean, maybe that was correct. Map. Okay, well now we're out of creatures, so... Probably should have went ahead and dealt with the Pact first. Yeah. Yeah, we're in rough shape now, boys. We are in rough shape now. And I only have myself to blame. Beseech the Mirror. Go get a Pact, I suppose. And I'll go ahead and just kill it. Acolyte. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay. Conqueror's fine. So it looks like opponent is sitting on a handful of interactive pieces right now. This deck needs some card draw. Might need some Legend of Roku. No, thank you. Again, no thank you. Well, that's a 2-turn clock here. And we're just not hitting the good stuff. Okay. Well, it's no longer a 2-turn clock. Braid is fine. That's 10. Okay, well. So it comes to this. Yes! Let's go! Feels good. That is terrible hand. Well, I can't cast Momo on one, but I'm gonna keep and put back the High Noon. We do have Sarkhan on 2. Okay. Wish I hadn't done that. Can I get that High Noon back, please? Next time I'll know not to do that. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Yeah, that's annoying, huh? Okay, well, opponent is on 3 blue lands and only 3 cards in hand. Just discarding all the combustion techniques. Okay. Really wish I had that High Noon back. I think the best they can do with the Hellkite is just bounce it. Slagstorm is a little bit of burn. Mm-hmm. Okay, second monument. Oh, come on. Okay, so rest in peace. Keep the High Noons in. And Requisition Raid. Don't think Twin Flame is necessary. Pyroclasm, not necessary. And honestly, Get Lost is whatever too, huh? Yeah, that's fine. We'll run. Okay. Sure. A little bit too interactive here, but Go ahead and kill the Grand. Play around Quench. Hold up. Oh no, we can't hold up Raid. I mean, fine. It is what it is. This is a really tough matchup anyway. There comes the monument. So let's just do this. Destroy and put a +1/+1 counter on my stuff. Can I attack, Arena? Is that okay with you? Okay, on 3 lands. So name dragon. Get in for 4. Please don't cast Quench. Okay, accumulate wisdom. Okay, well, kind of a 2-turn clock if we can draw another land. Okay, Thunder Magic. Down to 4. Are we actually going to get to win a game here? Looks like no, because they did not concede. Yep, look at you. Just doing your thing, huh? We've got a Stormbrood, and that actually might be the first time I've ever hardcast this card. Well, you know, never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. Is it Lessons? Seems like really, really tough matchup for the Dragons deck. Okay, so on the draw. Good hand. Yes, this is exactly what we want to do. Momo into Sarkhan into Dragons. This is the friggin' dream. Would probably take another spell over the 4th land in the opener, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. I will complain about 2nd Momo. Complain, complain. Okay, we got a little Boros matchup going on here. Nope. Probably just control. And I guess we'll reveal, play the Momo. Okay. So it's control. Cavern of Souls, pretty good here. We've got something. Hopefully, it's a no more lies. Consult with no kicker. Feels good. Do they have the board wipe? They do not. Man. So how much is this? I don't guess it matters how much it is. We're gonna play it anyway. Yeah, down to 2. Down to 2, and we have 2 Hellkites here. So board wipe loses. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Dragons taking down control. My, my, my. Unfortunately, the sideboard has Jack for a control matchup. Got a little burn here. Might help a tad. I mean, what am I supposed to cut? I guess we can bring in the raids just for some counters. Yeah, we can try that. Oh wait, did I just enter this game with 61 cards? I think I did. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I don't think I can keep that. Gosh. Yeah. I probably should go to 5 here, but man, I hate going to 5. I don't mulligan nearly aggressively enough, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Opponent had to mulligan down to 4. Okay. Well, we might still be in it, if that's the case. Although they can draw cards fairly easily, so I would expect them to be able to recover pretty fast. We'll just throw out the high noon. Can also deal 5 damage to face if it comes to that. They let it go. Okay, so let's see if they have the counterspell or the get lost. Name dragon, and we will warp the Hellkite. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna cast something. Yeah, now they'll get back up on their cards. One more land and we can cast the Elspeth. That may help out a bit. Okay. Charming Scoundrel. I think we'll just make a treasure here, right? Oh. Sure. No, I have no haste. How dare you? How dare you, Tashana? Okay. Well, they can't cast another spell at least. Hellkite. If we can get him down close to 5, that high noon. Oh, I would love to win with a high noon. I'm almost certain that has never happened to me before. Can we do that, please? Please? Can you please just let me kill you with a high noon? Would that be okay with you? Are we gonna get there? So we'll get to resolve the Elspeth if they kill the Hellkite. Shoot. Yeah, okay.
Join the fight.
Yeah. Jeskai Revelation, pretty good card. You got me? Okay. So do we want... I did play 61 cards. Holy hell. So they're playing Tidebinders. Yeah, I'll just cut one of the raids. I just kind of brought those in. To be honest, I'll be happy to take one game off of control. Man. No. Okay, we got the cavern. I think we can just drop the get lost. Maybe we can get him to hold up counterspell mana. For the Conqueror. Get lost or Helix. A Braid, okay. Magmatic Hellkite's pretty decent here. Don't think it really matters which one. They've got enough lands to have all of the sources they need. No basics. Oh, wow. Can I draw more Hellkites, please? So let's just warp. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to play the Momo yet. Maybe it is. All I really wanted was to be able to get lethal with a high noon. Two stone rains. So it looks like they play the one basic land. That's even better than having one come back in tapped. Down to 8. We've got 3 damage here. We've got hasty Hellkite if we draw. We do. Are we gonna pull this off? It's gonna be close. We got a little bit of direct damage that we can do, so this is definitely winnable. I never feel comfortable when I'm playing a deck like this against control, though. I never feel comfortable. Okay. If I had 6 mana, I would cast it, but gosh. I'm gonna make, I'm only casting this to make a treasure so that I can cast Slagstorm next turn with enough mana to pay for No More Lies. Looks like they have another Helix, maybe? No. Okay. It's gonna be a close one, I think. Did I get you? Yes! Oh! Oh, that feels so good. Feels so good to win against control. Alright, we're back. If you watched those games, then you know how fun this deck is. You know, being able to pull out a win against the control deck, you know, I find myself saying that a lot. You know, when you're playing creature decks, the control can really put it on you and make it difficult for you. So anytime that I can play creatures like this and get a win against control, I will consider that a win for the day. This card needs to be played more because it is awesome. Being able to hit your opponent's lands and then have them come back in tapped with a stun counter on them is just absolutely fantastic. And then it's also just a 4-mana 4/5 flyer that can get in for decent amounts of damage. Didn't really get to see Clarion Conqueror at its best, but if you play against the Badgermole Boyd decks, you're going to be glad that it's in the main deck. One thing I will say is that I kind of just threw this Elspeth in there for control, not thinking about the fact that I have 4 Clarion Conqueror. So it never came up, but it just be cautious and mindful that this is an absolute non-bow. And all in all, I think the deck is good enough to rank up with if that's what you want to do, especially if you play best of 1. I think this could be one that you could use to rank up with for sure. Aside from that, it's just a fun deck to play. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Hope to catch you for the next one. Peace.